The euro versus US dollar is ticking to a new session high in the last few minutes of trading after moving down after the stronger than expected PPI data. It seems similar to what we saw in yesterday's trade, where the CPI data sent the euro down, but then snapped back higher, closed higher on the day, taking out the previous high. Is there a bid into the euro? Have we reached the lows? I'm going to take a look at that idea in this video, so let's get started. Let's first take a look at the hourly chart here. And what we saw in trading yesterday, CPI data came out, moved sharply to the downside, then moved higher, took out the previous high, moved even higher still, and rotated back down toward where our old high price was before kind of settling into the close. In trading here today, we saw a move to the upside. It came back up to this swing area high area right through here, where we had a number of different swing highs come in play, and we found willing sellers against that level, pushed down off of the PPI data, and trading here today into this swing area down here, found support buyers, and is now trying to tick above the previous high from earlier in the day. It seems very similar to what we saw in yesterday. Do we extend above this level and start to work toward this swing area here? That's going to be the next key target between 1.4552 and 1.0452 and 1.0467. Get above that level and you start to think about looking toward the high price for the year up at 1.05325. Now, what we don't see in this chart is any resemblance of the 100 or 200 day moving average overlaid on this chart. I usually have that on there, and the reason why is because, well, those 100 day moving averages up here near the 106 level, and the 200 day moving average is way up here at the 1.07492, suggesting that the price had a big, huge move to the downside in 2024. And ironically, if we take a look at this level right here, and I'm going to now switch to the weekly chart, this area right here roughly corresponds with the area where Trump was came into power through here. This is again the weekly chart, and the euro versus US dollar was around the 1.04 to 1.0, looks like 7 or 8 level. Maybe we're a little bit lower right through here, but this is where Trump's Trump 1.0 started. And then we started to see increased movements to the upside here, a lower dollar, higher euro. From a central bank standpoint, what have we seen of late? We've seen the euro ECB cutting rates. That's helped to force the euro to the downside. But how much more can they go? It's up to debate. There was certainly we're on a meeting by meeting basis, but the Fed has been on hold and expected to be on hold for a while Trump talks about tariffs, and maybe he's orchestrating a slowdown to get the 10-year down, which with the idea that the 10-year yield is the key. Ironically, today, even though we had the run up in yields yesterday, the 10-year yield is now down around 10 basis points on the day after gaining around 8 basis points in yesterday's trade. We're still well below the 4.809 level that was the high this year. That we're down at 4.54%. So, is this the plan to sort of weaken the dollar, try to get the yields lower, and in turn we see a rotation to the upside in the euro versus US dollar from similar levels that we saw in 2016 that led to the euro versus US dollar moving higher, and then, of course, the economy getting stronger before we had the COVID scare and all that other stuff that went along with it, and forced the created all that volatility from that situation. So that's an idea and something that maybe we should start to think about. But the clues will come from the hourly chart. We've seen the price move away from the 100 and 200 hour moving average. We've seen the price now move above the 104.05 level. We know that level from the daily chart being the 50% midpoint of the trading range since the 2022 low. That level is right here at 104.05. So that's good news to get above that level and stay above that level. The question is, when do we get the big break to the upside? And that will come, of course, if we start to just see these levels start to be taken out through here. The next being that 104.52 to 67, get above that level, and we start to look toward the high prices from 2025 and get above that level. And Bob's your uncle. We'll see how far we can get to the upside for this pair. That's term look at the euro versus US dollar. Does 2016, 2017 mirror 2024, 2025? We'll see how it all plays out. My name is Greg McCloskey. Good fortune through trading. Bye-bye now.